Jeez. So just starting this out. Are you excited about this?
No. So
Because
I
I
on
don't do the sports.
yeah, I only buy MLB The Show every 2 to 3 years. I don't buy it every year.
Gotcha.
It is my favorite sports game. Uh, so if I could only play like one sports game, it would be MLB The Show. But they don't do enough changing year to year to warrant buying it.
Yeah.
And so if I was a Diamond Dynasty player, which is their online league play type thing, then yeah, you buy it every year. But I play the Road to the Show mode, which is where you play an entire career as one player, go through the minors and everything.
Yeah.
And like if I was to buy this game now, I would have to start over, so I would lose my character progress. And I'm only like 3.5 seasons in, so
Yeah.
I normally wait a couple years in between, and that way I can play like 10 or so seasons before getting a new one and having to start over again.
Makes sense. So what's that? What's that other mode that you call the diamond one?
Yeah, the Diamond Dynasty. It's like you probably know more of like FIFA Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
It's basically that.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Ah, I skipped over Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga. You might be more excited for that.
It's kind of on the same. I don't know how many different Lego Star Wars they can come out with that are not exactly the same thing.
True. Yeah. I mean, it's Lego. It's Star Wars, and yeah, I'm sure it'll be all right. I've never heard of this. Oh, it's a humble games. China Detective, Chinatown Detective Agency. And it has to be pretty indie because there's like literally nothing. All right, this is actually interesting. Chrono, I was a huge fan of Chrono Trigger. So what's Chrono Cross?
Yeah, it is a series. I don't know much about it, but I know this is not the first one.
Yeah, it's probably a remake, right?
Probably. Or
It's
yeah, I
coming
don't know.
February 9. It's coming to Switch. Fans can rejoice as one of the best PS1 era RPGs is seeing a remaster. Yeah, I mean, I totally missed this one. I wasn't huge into the Chrono one. I just played Chrono Trigger, and I was just like, man, this game's fucking awesome. And since it's coming for PlayStation, that means trophies. And I love spending 80 plus hours getting RPG trophies.
Oh, could you imagine a Chrono Trigger remaster on
Oh my
PlayStation?
god, that would be insane.
It's got like 120 trophies because you got
One for every
see
ending.
you got to see all 80 endings. And that's not one of the games that you can do the save thing right at the end and just get all the endings.
Nope, because all that are trigger choice from like the first 10 minutes of the game onwards. God, that would be fucking massive.
Yeah. To be fair though, it is an old school game, so
Yeah.
if you go back and look at it, it's probably only like 8 hours to play through the whole game.
Yeah. God, that would be funny as hell though.
Yeah, but that's still like 600 hours to get every ending.
God, that'd
I
be
am quite
insane.
surprised that we have not seen a remaster of that with all the remasters and stuff going on.
Yep. Especially since this one, I mean, maybe it was easier to do PlayStation 1, but.
Yeah, and maybe it's a rights thing because I don't think Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger I think are a little different. I don't know if
There's a Reddit? Wait a minute.
no, it is a sequel, or at least based on that first line.
Uh, Which one? There's many reasons why Chrono Trigger's mechanics are better than its sequel. Yep. So yeah, apparently I should play Chrono Cross. That's what I'm learning. But we will see. And then looks like Godfall is finally stepping up into the PlayStation 5.
Godfall's been PlayStation 5.
Then there's an Ultimate Edition. That's right.
Apparently,
it was only
yeah.
PlayStation 5. So is this?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
now?
it looks
It's for
like
PlayStation 4.
Well, they've already come out with the PlayStation 4 edition as well. I think this is the Ultimate Edition, so I assume it includes all the DLCs. And it is also going to Xbox, which it was not on.
Ah, okay. So Xbox edition is pretty much the big caveat for that. Yep, Sherlock Holmes now, Slipstream, and the House of the Dead remake. So overall, interesting games for people that care about stuff. Like Chrono Cross probably, but I probably won't get that day one. No, let me reiterate, I definitely won't get that day one. But I did pick up, the spring sale for Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. You can't just type in spring sale into Google and get what I think I'm going to get.
Yeah, you're most likely going to get like clothes or something like that.
Yeah. So yep, for anyone who's not aware, there is a spring sale promotion that's going on to the PlayStation Store. This game goes straight to I want to say April 17th, 20th, something like that. I'll get the exact date. Nope, not on the blog. This is just the different games that have some sort of deal. I actually bought, I actually bought mine on the computer. I didn't even do it from the PlayStation.
Yeah, I've only bought a couple games that way. Yeah, I know on PS4 when you can leave your PlayStation rest mode without risk of breaking it.
Yeah.
You could buy stuff on the store and then send it to the PlayStation and it would start downloading it. So if you were not at home.
Yeah, I've done that back in the day. And you're right, when there was no fear. Now it's just filled with fear.
Yeah. Though to be fair, I think it was only ever really happening with one game.
Yeah. It still scares me too much now.
Yeah.
I thought about picking up Demon's Souls, but I'll probably just let that one go. Also, probably, depending on the budget, looks like I will probably be picking up Code Vein because it's only $20. But yeah, Returnal's on here. But for people that are listening, don't buy Returnal if you're going to get the PlayStation Plus package. Because that's the PlayStation they did tiers, right? If I remember correctly. Extended. So even if you buy the one above the normal basic one, for $15, it comes with Returnal. So I probably wouldn't purchase it. Deathloop was also one that looked interesting, but I don't think that was enough of a pay cut I know 50%'s a lot, but
yeah,
$40 chews through my $200 budget pretty much.
Arkham Collection's only $9.
Yeah. You mean that game that I bought all 3 of them and had them all 5 years ago?
Yeah. Though if you don't have any of them.
Yeah, that's a good scoop for 3.
Yeah. And they're really good games. So yeah. It's not
Skyrim again. You can buy it for $30 for the PlayStation 5.
Nice.
Yeah, other than that, I didn't see. I was also thought about getting the Bloodborne DLC, but
Yeah, I have heard that is one of, if not the hardest, add-ons for any Soulsborne game.
damn. Now it makes me want to get it more. But yeah, so those were really the big ones. Red Dead 2 was on there too. I already have that game. I just haven't played it.
I've not played any of those.
Oh, the first one is really good. Like, really, really good. But, yeah. So that was the only thing that's really come across my desk. We platted the Final Fantasy, Stranger of Paradise.
Yeah. Thoroughly confused playing through the game, but then after finishing it and looking up some stuff and finding out that you need a basic understanding of Final Fantasy 1, it made a lot more sense.
Does Final Fantasy 1 have a storyline? Yeah. That's crazy to even just see the beginning of it and just be like, oh, yeah. So according to several rumors, whatever, I don't care about that. The recap version contains a very simple plot that doesn't take much time to explain. 4 mysterious warriors of light appear in the kingdom of Cornelia holding unlit crystal orbs. For the past few hundred years, 4 elements of fire, water, earth, and air have gone out of control, and the world is populated and ravaged by monsters. After saving Princess Sarah from the rogue knight Garland in a dilapidated chaos shrine, these 4 set out across a newly built bridge to destroy the 4 elemental fiends and restore light to the crystals. All that's fairly standard. Whatever. When chaos, the root of the link problem comes into the picture. 4 fiends defeated, the orbs restored, a portal opens in the chaos shrine, which takes the warriors of light 2,000 years into the past. There, the warriors discover that the 4 fiends sent Garland back in time to gain their power and become the Dark God of Chaos. He then sent the fiends to the future to send his human self back, creating a time loop which he could live forever. The light warriors defeat chaos, thus ending the paradox and return home. By ending the paradox, however, the Lord have changed the future for one of their heroic deeds remain unknown outside of legend.
Huh. The thing I actually read said that once they defeated chaos, because they had changed the future, they couldn't return home. So that's a different ending to Final Fantasy 1 than what I read.
Yep, the only way to know for certain now is to play it.
Yeah, to be fair, I have played through most of Final Fantasy 1, but never finished it because I think I've told you I got stuck in a position where I couldn't move forward or go back.
Yeah. Yep, just stuck.
Yeah. It's one of those unforgiving save mechanics of old.
Also, the note destroyed ancient, which was yeah. So then it's saying the plot of Final Fantasy 1 talks about the Lufenians, which was extremely technologically advanced. That sometimes said to be tougher than chaos. This is another loose reference. Given that the destroyed futuristic trope was fairly common at this time. Interesting. So not knowing that, like, yeah, you're just like, this was Garland's origin story. Oh, yep. Spoilers.
We're gonna get this taken down. I don't think we're supposed to talk about that.
Oh, shoot. Oh, well. It was nice having a channel. can't take me down on YouTube. Because there's definitely people YouTube videos showing like literally the whole fight. So I did play this. I remember VV. VV's this one.
Yeah, VV also is in Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah. But I played the even this looks familiar, right? And I was just like, oh, yeah. I've played this. I just don't remember this story.
Yeah, that was me too.
It's like, oh, is that what I was doing? Is that what's going on? Sweet. Now I'm curious.
I do like thinking back about it though. The part I'm stuck at was the fire elemental. So.
Yeah. And that fire person in fire version in Stranger of Paradise was really difficult until like you get a broken setup.
Yeah. And which one of them is the fire one? Is it Sophia or Neon? I
think it's Neon.
I can't remember.
Yeah. An hour and 20 minutes. We'll just do the speed run for it. Real quick. Oh, yeah. So, the game was cool. I do like it overall.
I mean, yeah. It's really tough combat, I think. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, it didn't... Like, I know the game was supposed to be Souls-like, kind of, but...
It didn't really feel like that.
No. It didn't feel Souls-like. It didn't even seem like there was any punishment for dying.
Yeah.
Sure, you lost MP, but I mean,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, your abilities required it, but it's whatever. You also always started with 2, so.
Yeah, and it also didn't have the feel of needing to dodge every attack that most Souls-like games have.
True.
I never felt like I needed to learn the boss's combos or whatever in order to dodge them. It was just go in and destroy it. But that may have come from playing co-op, because we had the strategy of getting each other up. But
yep. When you play solo, there is a little bit of combo like stuff, but even then, it like the build that you saw me run, my Triumph build, I don't care about damage as long as you can't one hit me.
Yeah, and I mean, I was at end game. I was staying back from them and then just charging up the tackle and then running in.
Every single time you do your brutal tackle, I would just look up and see like a quarter of their whole entire break bar, just that bright red.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, well, this is gonna be easy.
Yeah, I did really like the job system though.
Yes.
And I think I've actually seen some like articles and stuff that the job system could change the whole Souls-like genre.
I agree. The only problem that I think is that, and my one critique of the game is that it gets so endgame specific with no endgame. Like there's so much that you could do once you like beat the game and you play in chaos, and then you can unlock all these different things and level from 30 to 99, and that's when your builds actually start forming. Like that's when my Triumph build was fucking doing something. Up until then, you saw me just ninja spamming. So that's my there's no real reason to play unless you just want to, which is fine, right? But once you plat a game, like how I feel, I'm just like, oh, cool, all right. Maybe if DLC comes out.
Yeah, like I did enjoy the classes, and I do think though that if other Souls games were to adapt a more class-specific type thing, I don't particularly like the affinity thing that they did with them. I
Yeah.
felt like that was a needless hurdle,
Yep.
if you will.
Yeah, just be skill points, right? You know,
Yeah.
the longer you play this, you'll level up this skill, and then you can unlock whatever those affinities were, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to having certain type of tied gear that then you have to balance all these different affinities and skills. I agree.
Yep. But yeah, I do think it adds something that I mean, like I said, or we discussed, I've beaten Elden Ring, and there's a bunch of starter classes and stuff, but they mean almost nothing.
Yeah.
Literally, I think the only thing that they matter for are people who are legit doing speed runs or no hit runs.
Yeah. That and a lot of times you can't even really see the use of your class in those games. They all play very much the same until halfway through, and then suddenly your magic matters, right? Or your
and I wouldn't even say halfway through. It's only a jump start, really, because there's no class skills or anything like that.
Yep.
It's just your base stats.
Yeah.
So, and if you're going into a game like that and you don't know what you want to do yet, obviously your class means nothing at that point.
True.
And so, like, I know, like, speedrunners and stuff, most of them will pick the samurai class because it already has enough strength or dex that they can wield the weapons they need to wield without having to add anything to it.
Yeah.
But if you're just playing the game, 1 or 2 points in a stat doesn't matter. Because by the time you get to end game and you're on level 150, you've already maxed out the skills you need to max out no matter what class you played.
Yeah, at that point you're working on other caps that you don't even care about.
Yeah.
I think I beat Bloodborne though, and I was only at 127 when I platted it.
Well, Bloodborne soft cap is 125, so you're above soft cap.
Yep. Yeah, I think speed and skill, or strength and skill, were my two primary stats, and I had those above the soft cap.
Yeah, I think Elden Ring, I think it's like 175 is soft cap or something like that.
Damn.
Just because in all other Souls-like games, the soft cap for every stat is 40.
Yep.
And in Elden Ring, it's 60. So it's not technically soft cap. It's soft cap to have your main stat, your secondary stat, and your vigor all up.
Max.
It's not like if you're running a dex build and you don't care about, or you're not running anything that uses strength. The soft cap doesn't level strength.
Yeah. Like I said, though, man, the only thing I wish about Bloodborne is when I got towards the end of that I could switch classes to see what the other stuff would do.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was definitely pretty fun. So, and what's funny is I had my dilemma now. I was like, all right, well that game's done. Now I was like, what am I gonna play next? Am I gonna go back to Yakuza for solo? And I decided Neo, and I bought Sekiro. So I was like, oh, which one I'm gonna play next? I used the completion guide, estimated completion for Plat to tell me. And believe it or not, it's Yakuza 6. So yeah, nice. I compared all of the Yakuza 6 time to plat is around 40 hours. Everything else is 50 or 60 for the other two, Neo and Sekiro. So.
Yeah. Well, we are talking about classes and stuff, though, about those games, and we have talked about Code Vein a little bit. Code Vein, you can literally change classes on the fly.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, because you have blood codes, and you can just equip a blood code, and that changes your entire class.
That's pretty cool.
And you have to collect them. They're not like...
Yeah, you don't start out the game
I think you start out with 3 of them or something, and you collect them as you play through the game. Some of them you have to find pieces for. Like, there might be 8 pieces scattered around the level, and you have to find all 8 of them to put it together. Some of them drop by beating bosses. NPCs will give you their blood code if you do stuff for them, that kind of thing.
Yep. Wow. This is your exalted reputation.
Yep, that's the rough one.
Tower of Trials too. Yeah, I'm sure you already looked up the strats for that and are trying to do it.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I was dying to the boss on the tower, so it wasn't very efficient for me.
Gotcha. So yeah, and that one is even 75 hours. That's actually more than the other 2.
Yeah, that's probably because it takes 10 hours to get that one trophy.
Yeah. Makes sense to me. Now here's the bigger question. Now that Final Fantasy is done, what game are we gonna play together? Since now it's seemingly just the group dwindles down. It's pretty much just me and you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can get Tiny Tina's. I wouldn't mind doing that. I just don't know if their servers are back. I haven't.
Yeah, I don't know.
They said not even 1 year, just like whatever.
I mean, I'm most of the way through it, and I don't know what end game is like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something we could do. If you are, I mean, I still think Code Vein would be
better,
more fun.
All right. Down. Like I said, that one's only $20 on the. You can get it on Steam. But Steam doesn't have. It's too bad though. What was it? The Exalted Edition that ended.
Yeah.
Was came with all DLCs and was like the same price, maybe a little bit more. Oh, this is only $15. Sorry, thought it was 20.
Yeah, the Exalted was 20 last week, so. Or Deluxe, whatever it is.
Yeah, $80 to $20 is a lot better than 60 to 50. But it's all good. I don't need DLCs. I don't play that shit anyway.
Yeah, I have them. I haven't played them yet, so I can't even tell you if they're worth it or not. But this one is actually really,
but
this one will
$10.
Oh, that is on sale too. So you could get it off for 25.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So yeah, this is actually one that when you create your character, Brittany will probably spend 2 hours.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm gonna move this to the tab where I'm not streaming. Buy it and download it now, and just have her start making it. So maybe we could play tomorrow. Or
because
the next day.
You literally get to create your I mean, your character is completely custom, and then it's anime style art, and I mean, you can do everything with it.
Actually, sounds pretty cool. All right, start download.
And it actually has a fleshed out story that you don't have to go hunt for the lore on.
Looking at you, Final Fantasy.
Or most SoulsLIke games are like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, this one has actual like cutscenes and stuff.
I don't know. Bloodborne kind of really shoved it in your face. So.
Yeah.
Even though my dumbass, this is I guess spoilers for a very old game, so whatever. Didn't realize that it was actually Lovecraftian. until like I got to like the actual Lovecraft bosses. I thought it was just like gothic horror. But yeah, no, it's Cthulhu shit. And I was just like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. So, I felt pretty dumb.
To be fair, I don't know if I drew that conclusion either, but I also didn't make it all the way through.
Yeah, well, for the first 3 bosses, like, you know, it's werewolves and, like, big fucking evil birds and shit, and you're just like, oh, all this is really weird, but gothic horror. And then when you make it towards the end, you literally, you know, mind flayers and shit, like things very similar to that, which are Lovecraftian inspired, and then you're like, oh. But I didn't even get to that when I got to that boss. I got to it, or not to those minions. I mean, there's a Lovecraftian boss where it's got like 8 fucking hands and that whole thing, and I was just like, oh, these are all the great ones, and they call them the great ones and all this, and I was just like, oh, this makes sense. And it's a dream, right? The hunter's dream, yeah. So it's, you know, the insanity meter type shit, and I'm just like, oh, I get it. I will say the quote-unquote true ending is probably the weirdest one. So, basically, you have to find all these umbilical cords, and then, like, you kill the last boss, the Moon Presence, which is kind of the one that's holding the dream together. Yeah. And in doing so, you become a great one. It's like, this is what I wanted to do. It's like people, like, because I looked up more information. I was like, this doesn't seem like right. Like, what's going on? So people are like painting a picture of like, you know, well, you know, the first human to ever evolve into a great one. Like, it's this good thing. And I was like, this is horrifying.
Yeah. To be fair, the the ending for Elden Ring, if you get the like standard ending, is a lot like that.
Oh, the standard ending is a lot like, you know, where you become the big bad.
You become Elden Lord, and then it just like pans out from you sitting on the throne, and the entire world's on fire.
Congratulations, this is my kingdom. Everything the light touches. Yeah, it doesn't seem
because
right.
Like, how much of Elden Ring story do you know? I don't want to like spoil it completely.
I don't know too much, to be honest with you. I've just seen a lot of the bosses, but I don't know too much of the lore.
All right, I guess I won't spoil it then.
Yeah, because, you know, eventually I'm gonna circle around to it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that image of what you're talking about though, with the throne and then the whole like, yeah, and everything's on fire and shit.
Yeah. Because in that ending, you burn the tree down.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, like, the tree is the tree of life,
and
you literally burned it down. It's like, and that's the ending most people are going to get, because the other 2 endings, you have to go out and do something to get those endings.
Yeah.
And one of them is worse. Like, that's the neutral ending. That's not even the bad ending.
Yo, so Bloodborne's endings are, you go up to Jermaine at the end of the game, because he is the keeper of the hunters, right? But he's working for the big bad, you know, Elden Great One or whatever. And he asks you, he says, nice job in doing everything. Let me kill you now. And it's a yes or no, right? And the first ending, or quote unquote bad ending, is submit your life. You say yes, and he kills you, and you wake up from the dream, and you live in normal life. You get to see Yarmaine looking normal, right? Nothing's on fire. And that's the quote unquote, I guess, bad ending. I don't know. The other one, you beat him, but then the Moon Presence comes down, and since you didn't consume the umbilical cords, you become Jermaine. You are now the one in the wheelchair that, you know, over the dream. And then the third ending is you become the Great One. So, like, this escalated.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. View download status code VIN.
So yeah, just a principal overview of Code Vein. In it, you're a revenant, which is basically they're basically vampires.
Oh, that's cool.
They have to drink blood, or else they go crazy and become a lost. And the lost are the enemies in the game. They're revenants who have converted. And when you die, you are reborn, just like every Souls-like game. But the principle of the game is that there are these trees that have blood. What do they call them? Blood tears or something like that. So like revenants can feed off of this like fruit that grows on a tree because it's blood.
Yep.
Or they can feed off of humans. The problem is all the humans have been basically enslaved or captured. So most revenants don't have access to humans, so they have to blood beads. That's what they're called. They have to sustain themselves off blood beads, and the supply is drying up.
Nice.
But your character is a unique revenant in the fact that they can actually cause these trees to grow blood beads.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So like you're this super important, and like this group that is doing all this research finds you and wants you to help them solve the issue with the blood bead shortage. And in the whole thing, it unravels, and you find out all the backstory of how all of this happened, and you know, more stuff like that. But that's basically how it starts.
Interesting. I guess we will play more of that later.
Yep. Will not. Even if you did get it downloaded, it wouldn't be tonight because Carolina's playing in the national championship game tonight.
9:20's tip.
Yeah. Super late, but
yeah.
You know I'll be watching.
Yeah, I got it. I still can't believe that.
Yeah. They're only the what? An 8 seed has only ever won a national championship one time, and they have a chance to be the second one. Crazy.
It is crazy. I hope they do it though.
Me too. Hang another banner.
Coach K. This is where we start our sports podcast now.
The bad thing is this. You probably have a harder time getting into a sports podcast than you do a video game one.
True.
That market's super saturated.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna look to see if anything happened in the gaming sphere. Well, this looks like buy 2 get 1 free at Amazon, and one of them was Elden Ring.
It does appear so.
So Ghostwire Tokyo. Oh no! Stranger of Paradise was one of them.
Rune Factory 5.
Oh, I could have just got these two and got Elden Ring for free. But it looks like I want to see it on Amazon. I want to see the actual.
Yeah, because that could be one of those things where they're just like, you buy 2 get 1 free, and then they're like, also you can buy Elden Ring.
Yeah,
it's not really included.
Get 3 for the price of 2. How to claim that 3 items from the products below. What?
Exploding kittens.
Yeah.
Oh. Elden Ring is on there.
Elden Ring?
Oh, PS4. Oh, there's PS5 too. Tiny Tina's.
Shin Megami Tensei. I don't have enough to buy the 2 to get 1 free though. I only have about $99 left in the budget for this month, and it's April 4th, so I just want to let you know. Alright, well, it's $60. It's still, yeah.
Oh no, you have to get the next level edition.
Do
Unless you want to just play up on. No, it's PS4.
Gotcha.
The PS5 is only the next level edition.
Yep, $70 for PlayStation 5 now. That's right.
Yeah.
That sucks, though. I already bought this game. Because that would have been a lot easier. Because that was, you know, if I knew this shit was gonna happen, I could have bought this and then, bought like Elden Ring and then just get one of those for free, quote unquote free, right? Not this is the one that kills me, because bought this one. So Stranger of Paradise and Rune Factory I already bought, so it literally could have been like, all right, I'll get Elden Ring for free.
And then you have another 80-hour platinum trophy.
I know, right? I love that. That's my favorite. Well, so people that aren't me, if you go to Amazon, you'll actually... Tales 2 is on here, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I imagine the lowest one's going to...
Yeah, don't waste your free game on God of War.
God of War. Yeah, Gran Turismo. The old one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the best ones... I'm surprised Ghostwire is low, but whatever. Sackboy. The Tale series. Oh, I was surprised to see that.
That's the $100 one.
Never mind. Minecraft Dungeons. How many games do you fucking have? Yeah, these are gonna be the good ones, though. I've already passed. So either way, though, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
I could already have Elden Ring if I knew that. I want to return both the PlayStation Store's version and my physical copy that I bought from Amazon, so I could just buy them again.
Yeah, I could see you putting in the like refund request for Final Fantasy and PlayStation.
You gotta platinum trophy.
It's like, sir, you platinum this. It's like, but I wasn't satisfied. It should have been harder. One of the trophies was bugged.
Yep. I didn't have to beat the game on Chaos. I just did the first mission on Chaos. I was expecting more Chaos.
I mean, I beat a level 300 Chaos mission. It didn't kill anything.
True. Yeah. So man, the Amazon's buy two get one. It's everywhere now. It's okay.
Did you have you watched the Tiny Tina's one shot from Critical Role?
Not yet. Have you?
I have.
Is it as good?
I put it middle tier for their one shots. Okay. It's not definitely not the worst that they've done, but they've definitely done better.
Gotcha.
I think they were restricted a lot because it was a sponsored stream. You could tell even when they would let like some stuff slip, like they tried to make it where they didn't do any like cursing or anything, and so they would let something slip and then they'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. So yeah. I think that kind of hampered it a little bit.
I gotcha. Yeah, it's a lot easier to just be off the cuff.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but the story is basically the DLC that we played. They basically just did that as a one shot.
That as a one shot, yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't even that Like nothing surprising or new or anything like that.
Gotcha.
But the characters were pretty funny, and
they always will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll eventually watch it. I'm watching the episode that came before that one shot.
Yeah, I'm still way behind on Campaign 3. I need to catch up, and the 2 new episodes of EXU came out last week.
Yep. So yeah, my order of operations right now is I'm gonna finish that one, watch the one shot, and then do the EXU episodes.
Yeah, I need to catch up, but I'm spending too much time on Twitch here lately.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, the guy I watch or like to watch stream Elden Ring because he makes me feel better about myself is fighting Radon right now, and has been since last Friday.
Is he bad?
So he's not bad. He's beaten every SoulsLIke game, so it's not like he's just new at this. But he's refusing to upgrade vigor. He's at 20 vigor and refuses to upgrade it anymore.
Why? Any reason or just?
I don't know. He also does not use any summons, resin, or shields.
Nice.
He refuses to use any of those. So he does artificially make the game harder. And so with that, he's currently on try 162 of Radon. Literally today's entire stream, which started at 9:30 and went off at 2:30, was just Radon over and over.
Dude, like you were literally making it so it's like one tiniest mistake or one hit that's not even necessarily a mistake and you're dead.
Every attack in phase 2 is a one hit for him, so he has to run phase 2 perfect.
God.
So yeah, but as far as like channel points go and you do the betting thing, they do that on like every run. They have a different bet up. I managed to cash in a 19,000 bet and got 120,000 off of it.
Do you remember what the proposal was for it?
It was, will he make it to stage 2, yes or no? And most people bet no on everything, and I was just like,
yes.
I was down 20,000 for the day, and so I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm going all in on yes at these odds.
Yeah, and now you're up 80.
Yeah.
Does he have any cool uses with his channel points, like the whole like make VIP or?
So he has, he actually has something where he created his own set of, they're basically magic cards. They're virtual cards or whatever. So you don't actually get the physical cards, I don't think. I could be wrong on that. But I mean, it has its own set of cards, and they're getting ready to release Series 2 or whatever, and they're all like custom around the community type stuff, and you can buy card packs with his channel points.
Oh, that's really cool.
But they're super expensive, like 250,000. So you have to do a.
You have to do a lot of gambling and winning.
Yeah, I do not have any currently.
Got it. That's still.
But I've only been watching him for a couple months, at least exclusively. I've been following him for like a year and a half, but I didn't do a ton of watching.
Gotcha. Yeah, ebbs and flows, man. Yeah, I kind of do that with all my content creators. Go in for a bit and then. Yeah. Looks like E3 has been canceled.
Yeah, I saw that as well. Not altogether surprising after last year when everybody just started doing their own virtual things. It kind of just showed that the gaming industry didn't need E3 anymore.
Yep. Which coincidentally confirmed is Breath of the Wild 2 has been delayed. Womp womp.
All that.
Building returns to Fortnite, but it's no longer mandatory. First off, building was never mandatory in Fortnite. You would just die. The game didn't force you to build anything.
You didn't have to build either. I mean,
We won without pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember that clutch up I had that I won when y'all all died in the first 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I didn't build a single thing and won that entire lobby in its squads.
True. That shit was great though.
Yeah.
I'm bringing the building metric to the city line pyramid in the middle. Building is not back, but 0 build modes have been added. Oh, that's pretty cool. So they just have both.
Yep.
The Sonic Cinematic Universe. I'm afraid to read any further. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 will have hit cinemas in the UK by the time you read this. What? The sequel is apparently just as good, if not better, than the first movie. Wait, was the first movie good?
It was obviously good enough for a sequel.
Yeah, that's not saying a lot. A lot of things get a sequel. I mean, I know Jim Carrey was, in it, but, as Dr. Robotnik, but that's still so horrifying. Like, I understand it was worse, and I get that. Because, yes, I'll agree with you.
I got a 6.5.
Okay. Maybe I should watch it. I don't know if I want to do this myself, though. Paramount has also confirmed there will be a third movie, a Knuckles TV show, and basically a Sonic cinematic universe. That's not hyperbole, that's quite literally what one of the movie producers said this week. Oh, this person who wrote that said that they liked it. You know what? Maybe I should stop shitting on it and just give it a shot. Rivet was almost called Ratchette. I kind of like Ratchette.
Yeah, it would have been super confusing though.
True.
Ratchet and Ratchette.
Yeah.
Although it could have made for some interesting cinematics where somebody just says Ratchet and it kind of trails off at the end there, and neither of them know which one they're talking about.
Thegamer.com, you have a typo. Just so you know. This doesn't make sense. So you just got the name wrong again. So if you want to edit that. So it says here, be viewed. The first name was given to the new Lombax was Ratchette, but not wanting her to simply be viewed as a female version of Ratchet, they changed her name to Ratchet. So we need to change this word to Rivet. But I know what you meant, so I get it. Here, I'll change it for you. Where is it? I don't know why my console just oh, it's because I was doing some expansive thing that I wanted to make it actually larger. Man, they put a lot of tags in their shit. There. You're welcome. Oh, man. I don't even want to click on this.
What?
Why is the next article gaming could really use more straight white male protagonists? I hope this person they're being kidding, like. Oh, they're just saying it because all the white male protagonists die. Like, I mean, there's a lot of games where, people die in them. Like this one right here. Right here. She breaks my heart.
But she's not a white male protagonist. To be fair, neither is Shepard.
No, Shepard could be whatever you want. including also a female. So like, it's kind of weird to have Shepard in there. That and Shepard doesn't die.
Depends on the ending you get.
True, I guess.
But I've also seen a lot of people believe the canon Shepard is female.
Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty cool.
Though we don't have a canon at the moment, so we shall see.
Remember my warning when Nathan Drake is trampled to death by an elephant in Uncharted 5 Drake's downfall to make way for his woke, pansexual daughter's rise to power. Alright. I don't know who you are, but this is probably a bad take. I don't know.
Jade King.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. It's probably not what you want to say on your forum, even if you are joking about it. But either way, it is what it is. You got anything else? There's nothing else. Everything else is just making fun of me for buying 2 of those games on this Amazon store. And
yeah. No, I don't have a lot. Unless you just want a good April Fool's joke, you can look up Elden Ring's first DLC boss.
Lord Will. Oh my god. Description will explanation rolls with an iron hand.
GameRat has provided a exclusive screenshot of Lord Will in action highlighting his signature fighting style.
Oh my god. Players have downloaded DLC boss to be able to find Lord Will in an area known as the Bell's Air. It might not be clear at first where Lord Will is, but make no mistake, he'll approach the player whether they expect it or not and challenge them with a mighty strike. As the lore behind Lord Will explains, he is known colloquially as the Fresh Prince. A nephew of the great Judge Phil.
Yeah, speaking of this, there's been a lot of rumors swirling over the last week about PlayStation or Sony acquiring From Software.
That'd be huge.
Yeah, I know. A lot of the stuff came out on April 1st, which you can't take seriously. But I did do some looking into it, and the rumors started on like the 28th of March, so it actually goes back a little further.
I gotcha. So it could be.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, just have to throw out there. Who knows? That would be a huge acquisition, but
that would be
intriguing.
Huge. Yeah. Free Epic Games Rogue Legacy is going to be free in April 2022. Well, it is April. I don't know if this means now or not. And the Vanishing of Ethan Carter. For anybody who hasn't picked up Rogue Legacy, it's probably one of my favorite roguelites of all time. So, and it's getting a sequel.
Hadn't it already got the sequel?
It's on early release. I'm pretty sure it's not out yet. If it is, then I know what I'm doing later. Early access. Yeah, because I already have it. But I like to wait until the full game's released.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, so go play Rogue Legacy. could plat that game again.
I could never plat that one. There's no way I could beat the game in 14 lives, or whatever that ridiculous trophy was. Because I think it took me like 100 and some.
Sure you can.
No, platformers are not my thing.
8 out of 10 difficulty. Yeah, you make a new file, and then without using the architect, complete the game, dying 15 times or less. By the way, so not only is it you have to beat the game, you can't even expand any of your shit to do it.
Yeah.
I was trying to look to see if there was, because obviously I have this trophy, but it's been such a long time. It's like if there was a cheese for it that I did, but I think I just did it. Yeah, this one's 8 out of 10 difficulty. I'm curious before we call it. I want to see, because a lot of the games, even like Bloodborne and everything else, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. I don't think I've ever seen, like, what's a 10 out of 10 difficulty?
What was that one game? White Knight Chronicles?
Yeah, just disgusting. Wolfenstein 2. Oh, so there is just a search for the PHP. You can just do it this way. Oh no, that's prices. What the hell? Oh, these are prices with the 10 out of 10 difficulty though. But what are they using to filter? Like, what's determining on this site that it's 10 out of 10? Check it out. Oh, Crypto the Necrodancer? This one was fun. You gotta look for the rarest trophy, and then that'll tell you the actual difficulty, in my opinion. I don't know what any of this means since it's been such a long time since I've played it. Yeah, I guess I can't. I'm not surprised that I haven't, besides Crypto Necrodancer, I haven't heard of any of these games. Destiny is a 10 out of 10?
Really?
I don't think so. I mean, sure, the raid one was quote-unquote difficult.
And maybe the flawless raid is what they were calling the reason?
Yeah, flawless.
Complete 2. Yeah, flawless raid or 2%.
But, I mean...
Yeah, we did that without...
We did it with just me, you, and...
Yeah, we did it with 3 people without... We didn't do any, like, boss stuns or anything either. It was a legit run.
Yeah, we didn't cheese it.
Well, I mean, we had to cheese the bridge because you can't open the bridge with 3 people.
Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it was. I mean, I know I platinumed both Destinies. I don't know if you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And honestly, if they make a Destiny 3, I'd feel obligated to buy it just because I'd have to plat it. Oh man, Devil May Cry 5. I was saying a whole bunch of shit about how, you know, oh, there's not games I've heard of, and then now Devil May Cry, Diablo 2.
1,500 hours?
What the fuck? What could be that like, alright, well, this site sucks, whatever plat prices is. I like the PSN profile. I also don't trust their grading metric. Unless it also, I guess, does the other things here. I guess that's an easier way to tell, right? We'll see Destiny 1, Destiny Trophy Guide. Once we bring up the PSN profiles. This one, yeah. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Fucking liars. I am, though, too curious to not type in Diablo 2.
Yeah, they have it at a 9 out of 10 with 999 hours.
Jesus, what? What could be that trophy? 9 out of 10.
21 playthroughs.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, that's what it said at the top. I am assuming you have to get every class to max level.
No, notice on time estimation, the estimated time for game plan ballpark for the average player is also death dependent because deaths will be back an immense amount of time to put in. If a person were to have a full team locked and loaded, ready to grind out both of the level 99 trophies, and the entire team was dedicated to the cause, you could possibly have this game platinum trophy in around 3 to 4 weeks of solid non-stop grinding for each of the level 99 trophies. Oh my god. This platinum could take you 1 to 3 years to complete. So what are the 99 trophies? Power level 9,000. Oh, yeah, it's like you said, get every fucking person level 99.
Yep.
But I mean, I don't get why dying would send you back, like, unless you're doing hardcore. Like,
yeah, it would be what it'd be crazy if it's like you have to get to 99 on every class hardcore.
The farming begins. Obtain the Stone of Jordan. Equip a complete set. Through every character through hell. Normal all the way up. This gives you a chance to experience every character after 5. God, this sounds like hell. I guess fitting.
Yeah.
Hardcore time? Beating normal mode? Alright, so you do have to play 1. You complete a normal game with hardcore.
Same as Diablo 3.
Yeah, which we've done.
Yeah, you almost
KO'd died.
Yeah, you can. I was playing solo and you joined me and at level 1 and everything spiked. It almost killed me.
My bad. Oh, man. Oh, you have to reach level 9 with a hardcore character. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's your 0.24 right there. Woo. Oh, wow. Such the elitism in the first sentence. This trophy might be close to impossible to get for the average gamer. The average gamer. Holy shit, dude.
Well, I mean, if it's anything like Diablo 3, their save states are terrible anyway, so if you just die, just restart the game.
True. That, or like, just do the strat where somebody else just runs you through everything.
Does that work for Diablo 2?
Yeah. You used to do that shit in Diablo 2 back when it first was released, so unless they did change something.
Who knows? I haven't played this new version, so...
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it for multitude of different reasons, but this is definitely it now.
Like, I feel obligated to get the platinum in every game I buy, and therefore, I'm not buying this.
Yeah. Yep.
We were talking about the 9-hour grind.
Yeah,
of
that makes
Code
sense. Dude, after reading that, I'm looking forward to our. And we have to do 9 hours each, right? When we do that, right? Because it doesn't count for the other one, or is it just together and that'll count for both?
No, it's together because,
Okay.
and that is a instanced area, so we would each be joining and both getting progression on that. It's not a
It's not a
story
solo area.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a tower.
Got it. Oh man. Oh sweet. Well, I got nothing else.
Yeah. I'm good too.
All right. Well, we're off. You're off to go get ready to I'm sure get some snacks and enjoy some basketball, and I'll probably play some Yakuza 6 or something. But I hope everyone has a good week, and we hope to catch you next week.
On a different day.
Yes. Next week's will not be, the live stream will not be on the 11th. It'll be on probably the 12th, right? That works for you.
Yeah, I should be
if you're
back. That.
If you're not, just let me know. Might be the 13th. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, I mean the game is on the 11th, and we're coming back the next morning, so I should be back by like 3 or 4 o'clock.
Yeah, worst case scenario, you get traffic, or we have to push, or you don't feel like it. Just let me know.
Yep.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
All right.